Nagabenta ki khubor baman kasngi pet but subscribe ya u antor news. Nongi khubor bamta kasngi. Unong yalam jangka parliamentary party but Trinamool Congress ka jila Meghalaya. U Dr. Mukul Sangma hagasngi palay ulabatay shapang gajing sinshar himakasi kabarangshan ka district council ki HADC. Bar ka Jande Hills gajing sinshar jangka district council JHADC hadin ke election. Kum gajing pinpaw ka basyay jang paidbah, gajing sngow ka bapenskhem ba kasur jong ka. Gajing kiw ha ka election jang ka Voice of the People Party kalong ka jingiaroh ya tu u Dr. Mukul Sangma. Habagran shakilat pathay khubor kanu ka jingmi jang ka election kalong ka jing pinpaw ya ka ay ka ba kibriw ki kibriw ki lakren pila yo I ya ka bad ka don hakmat jongi. Nashim ya gani kalat berkakabu ban ai kublai ya baro ki parti ki bala pentikna ya ke jingjop jongka bat ki kertong jongki hi ya tu u Dr. Mukul. Badru ukwa ban pinsngo ya ke ai na ka doknut jonga kitu ki parti ki bala pendap ya ke jaka bathali ki dei ban ne khambun ki kham trei shitam bat pinya sok biang bat ki paidbah laong usangma. U Dr. Mukul Sangma da kabayaro ya ka VPP da ka bapenya tang saungut ula penpau bakane ka ka jingmi ka batrei shitam. Haba kelli hatu ka jingkiu jong ka Voice of the People Party kalong ka jing maham na ka benta ki sengtun rai ula kentho. Ngihap ban kelli ya kane ka jing kelli ya kinong yalam jong kine ki party. Nreya ka juk kapor ka bakham kongsan ka khubor na kane ka election kalong ba ka jinglong jingman jong ka san perthai ka kala omtang hausnem arhajar khat khandai. Ha Meghalaya nrei ha kaleng ka than bat ka jai benriu. Kane ka ka sin ka baningkong ha ka history ba ka Congress kala thalli ha ki HADC.
You have to know what were the political dynamics at that point of time. You know, the sole intention of the people of Garo Hills was then, during the time of MP election, to ensure that the people are able to get rid of, or rather dislocate the continuity of the earlier regime. Okay, that was the sole intention. Come what may, let us prioritize this as number one priority. Replace the sitting MP. Replace the sitting MP belonging to a political party which is in government and which has failed to demonstrate their true commitment towards the welfare of the people. The lip service notwithstanding, but the actions were just opposite. So therefore, the result of the people, you could see, you could see the wave. The wave is a result of the whole in-depth complications which is associated with politics, which revolves around, the resolve of the people to see that, okay, there must be a change. So it was a resolve to ensure a change after such a long, long time. You will remember, since 1977, irrespective of to which different political parties they contested, from the same family, they have been somehow getting elected, re-elected, again and again. So people wanted to put an end to that. That is the outcome. Okay. Okay. So I will not comment further. You have to read between the lines. Okay. Election. The outcome is a reflection of what the people are speaking. People have spoken, you have seen it, and it's before us.
Well, do you see that because
And I take this opportunity and privilege here to congratulate all the parties who have at least ensured the victory of their respective candidates. And also, I would like to convey my, you know, uh, something from my heart that all those parties who have drawn blank, they should do more homework and work harder and reconnect with the people.
Well, rise of VPP, we have seen that parties like BJP Congress has drawn nil, and in fact, the vote share of NPP was they got only four seats. That is also not satisfactory performance. So, do you think that rise of VPP is a warning bell for these parties?
See, you have to ask this question. This question must be directed towards the leaders of these parties. Yeah? But at the same time, I think the most important uh, message that this election provides for everybody, the citizens, the leaders, not just for the people of the state of Meghalaya, but for all across the region and across the nation, is that the political dynamics are changing, and that's why you see for the first time in the history of Congress drawing a blank, and other parties drawing a blank. But the most important part is that you are talking about district council election when the government of the day is in power. There is a government. It is not a election where you have the simultaneous election of the KHDC and the assembly election. This is specifically election revolving around the constitution of the house in respect of the both the ADCs. Congress drawing blank, but most important part is the party in power with all everything under their command. A political party which has also demonstrated, their uh, usual modus operandi wherein they have landed up abusing, authorities, abusing their power during the time of election to ensure the victory of their own constituency, including various powers. You name them, you will know them. In spite of that, they have drawn only four. That's a bigger question. You have to ask them why they have drawn this kind of. It's almost like a blank. So this is something which should wake up the leaders of those political parties which is in the government and remind them of their failure in responding to their call of duty pertaining to various challenges confronting the people, confronting the state, particularly the youth. Today, as you look at and analyze the outcome of the election, you will see that majority of the votes which gravitated towards VPP are the youth, lack of employment. When I say lack of employment, it is a challenge for every government, for successive government. It will always remain as a challenge, creating job opportunities, providing spaces for employment for all the aspiring job seekers. But what is important is the government of the day doesn't even bother to fill up the vacancies, fill up the existing vacancies which are uh, vacancies due to retirement, due to promotion, or due to sometimes a premature demise of the employees. Thousands of government jobs left unfilled. Recruitment process. Last time we had a State Security Commission meeting. So, in the meeting collectively decided that the whole recruitment to fill up the vacancies in police department must be completed by March. Is it going to be completed by March? That is the decision, which is basically which can be taken as an assurance for the commission. So the failure after failure, these are something which revolves around just that usual tendency, like a reflex reaction to when issues are brought before and the authorities are confronted, the policymakers are confronted, the CM is confronted with the issue. They're very prompt in replying, giving you hope, but then at the same time, the actions are just contrary to what is the expected outcome of the promises. Now, forget about creation of new job. Do you find creation of new job? You're talking about promotion of entrepreneurship. Our people have to that extent. We must congratulate all those budding entrepreneurs who are. uh, exploring the possibilities given the potentiality that the state provides, the region provides. We must understand that Meghalaya, despite being a small state, you are privileged to have access to more than 1 billion population for market. That's the strength that we have. That's the advantage. You know, so therefore, uh, the kind of support, the kind of ecosystem which is required to ensure that spaces are created both within the government and outside the government. You cannot depend only on the success stories of individuals. Those uh, ambitious, young men and women of the state. But you also have to show that, okay, simultaneously, this is what we can provide in the government sector, and this is the space we are creating outside the government sector. Depriving the people of having access to these job vacancies is something which I would like to condemn, and the government must do justice to the to fulfill the aspirations of the people based on the potentiality that the state has. Uh, we should be having yet this election by last time we had in the month of April. So by next April, we next means April next year, we should be expecting the election if we are looking at the usual 5 years term. And you'll see how things unfold.
We have the same parties. You have the Trinamool, Congress. Is there any
You
thinking to
you
go
will have
for?
to wait and see how political landscape unfolds. You know.
In MP election, we have seen